Howdy, my name is Kyle the Irishman Morrow, and welcome to Nobody's Listening. It has been one heck of a day. Thanksgiving was amazing, though.
Yes, yes. How many toddlers did you get to punch?
A couple.
A couple?
There's
Okay.
a couple. There was this
I tripped
really
an old lady.
feisty 6-year-old.
Oh, Toys R Us was a nightmare.
Oh, I tripped an old lady. Yeah.
We miss you, Toys R Us.
Strangled her with one of those 90% off towels.
You know what? I should explain who you people are.
Perhaps.
Maybe.
Mayhaps.
Let's give that a whirl. How
Just in
about
case
it?
they forget from week to week.
Yeah, I know, because together we are JAK and doing audio
Alex Fatman Gregory.
and doing video.
James Papa Fozzie Leach.
All right, so we've got one hellacious story for you guys, actually. We've got a couple, one of which I'm very excited about. You guys are going to love it. So let's go ahead and start with the first one. Can we have the card, please?
There you go.
Oh, thank you. So, as you can see from the screen down below, Sony, there's kind of rumors going around of a PS5.
Yes.
Oh, so excited.
Who
like
knew
you didn't know.
Who knew 5 comes after 4?
I didn't. Because, I mean, look at Xbox.
Yeah. Yeah.
Screw you, Microsoft.
Oh, yeah.
The Xbox One came third.
Or look at Nintendo. Just
That
random
is
names.
complicated. I've never thought about that.
I think of Nintendo never having actual numbers. It's just,
New taglines.
Super
New taglines
Nintendo,
at the end.
N64,
GameCube.
Wii U, Switch.
Switch everything. All right, so keep in mind that this is actually rumors. None of this has been full on announced. The story came out of TechSpot by Rob Thumbron. It's spelled Thurbron. Thumbron. I don't know. But anyway, apparently he got
We're
the
not
story.
cultured people.
Yeah, we're not. But here's a bread tie. Hush. I've been waiting for like several episodes to do this. But yeah, it came out of Reddit. So supposedly one individual known as Runic Cookies has apparently
Cookies?
some inciting info about the PS5. We don't know how true this is. Part of us kind of thinks that maybe, and I mean, Reddit has a little bit of a track record.
Well, what are some of these rumors? Do tell.
Gladly. If I don't die first. So
Die
apparently
quietly.
it is going to be in 4K, 60 steady, and it is going to have a Ryzen 8-core CPU.
He said it right.
I said it right after he corrected me before I could go. But supposedly the reason why I can see him out the corner of my eye. The reason why I have completely forgot what I was saying.
The reason why.
The reason why you
The
take
reason for Ryzen.
The reason for Ryzen.
Yeah,
It's not out yet.
it's not out yet. Yeah, that
Well,
is some-
now,
well,
there actually is a Ryzen chip out on the market right now, the 2700X, that actually meets with what the leaked stats were for the Ryzen processor they were talking about, which is currently a $300 processor. Now, keep in mind, when this one released, it was close to $500. That was a year
So
and a
when
half
this
ago.
comes out, it could be.
It could be a $250 200 processor,
So
and
it
then
sounds-
they're going to be buying
You know what I'm going to do?
thousands of them.
Right.
well, I mean, it sounds like that's why the PlayStation is rumored to be $500. It's also going to have PlayStation VR 2, and supposedly
Built in.
PlayStation, built in.
That's
It's going to
the
be
thing
ready.
I noticed.
And supposedly they're working on gloves.
Gloves.
I'm still trying to get used to the freaking motion controls.
VR gloves.
Dude, I'm still trying to figure out how to move forward and back and left and right with the motion controls. Forget gloves. What am I going to do? Do this on the table?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is the walking motion.
That's the
So
only
you have to do this.
You didn't see my hand gestures.
No.
You will Monday.
Oh, it'll be interesting. I apologize for my retarded friends and myself. But
Special.
we're all special. But supposedly the reason why Sony is not coming to E3 is because of this. Supposedly, either way, they ran out of their budget,
Right.
or they're just saving money so that way they can do better advertisement next year.
We know Sony breaks even most of the time anyway because everything they do sucks except for Venom.
I haven't seen Venom.
It's good.
It's good.
You should watch it.
Well, and then you got
that tells me a lot.
Thanks to their acquisition of Funimation last year, you got nerds like me that are paying up close to $10 a month, and there's thousands of us.
Yeah.
So that's
So they make $50 a month.
Well, I mean, the reason why I guess a lot of people are saying that there is some truth to this individual's claims is mainly because he listed off 3 games that are supposed to come out or launch with the system, which is Death Stranding, The Last of Us Part 2, which I am very excited for, and Ghost of Tsushima.
Is that an M or an N?
It's
your own handwriting.
I know. It's chicken scratch.
we're getting you a typewriter.
No. We're going to old school it. I mean,
We would like to make you guys aware of dyslexia. Adult dyslexia, it's a real thing.
no.
Praise you.
Praise you. No, do you think that this is real? Do you think that he's being for real about this, or is he just kind of making stuff up just to get the attention?
The actual stats I'm not sure about, but there is one thing I've noticed with PlayStation that they have done almost religiously, the 7-year timeline.
Yeah.
There's been 7 years between the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4. 2020 will be 7 years.
Since the 4 released?
Yep.
Yeah.
Which falls in line with their normal cycle.
So maybe
I could see it.
my real question is
at the same
claims.
time, early leaks. I mean, does anyone else remember the banana controller prototype for the 4?
Yeah, but Reddit has had a lot of people that leak stuff from different industries that turned out to be either 60% true or 100% true.
Yeah.
Yeah, just in that, depending on where they are at the pecking order in the
track
business.
record, it sounds like maybe. He also did say something else that really got me interested, if I can find it or not, was, they weren't sure if it was going to be backwards compatible, which has kind of been an on and off argument with most console systems of, are you going to be able to play the old games or no, or how's that going to work?
Well, the reason why the PlayStation 2 was backwards compatible was because it basically, have you ever taken one apart? It basically has 2 boards in it. It has a smaller board that's basically a PS1 board. Yeah. And you put the disc in, and it takes so long. Well, remember how it took so long to boot? It's because it's trying to figure out which computer is going to boot off of.
Well, now at the same time, a lot of people have said that in the tech industry, the 4 would be compatible if they just unlock the ability, going all the way back to 1. Like, it has the capability to read and play.
Yeah.
So
but they're not going to unlock it.
Oh, no.
Oh, hell no. They make too much money if people buy
they got the PS
twice.
Classic coming out. I mean,
yeah.
Why do you want to unlock it when they can just go buy some games from
You already got people unreserving those.
Really?
Yeah. Well, a lot of
they were unimpressed with the list once they finally revealed the full list. Like, why is this, and this not on here? You have this.
There were 1 or 2 titles I'm interested in. Obviously, know, like Final Fantasy, Grand Theft Auto.
But do 1 to 5 games really justify $100?
Because you could spend $100 and get more games.
Well, I mean, if you stop and think about it, we're spending $60 in today's society just to get 1 game.
True.
That's true.
And that's not including the DLC. So basically the game's not done, you know? So I don't know.
Games have doubled in price since the N64. Between now and then, they were like $30 and $40, and now they're like $50 and $60.
And we thought that was high.
Actually, a lot of the old games back in... I actually saw a thing on this the other day.
To buy it back then, I remember was like $35, $40.
Look at the inflation price. You were actually paying out about the equivalent.
The equivalent, but... Yeah. The number on the sticker has pretty much doubled.
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, I want to believe it just because it would be really cool. They're still designing the remote, so there's no reference to it. Supposedly, there was some concept art, and somebody had put a touchpad in
They need to keep the remote that they've got.
They already have a touchpad in it.
Yeah. Well, it's more of...
LCD?
Yeah. Yeah, so it's kind of like the Wii...
I saw something about that, but I didn't know it was actually... Because I saw something about like a pro controller setup they were selling, or somebody was looking at making, that had the LCD, but I didn't know that it was maybe a prototype.
Whatever they designed for the controller, just give it to Mad Cats and let them make it better.
Well,
Bring Mad Cats back.
They had some hiccups.
yeah, they had a few.
Not many.
Honestly, I think it would be kind of cool to have a touchscreen in there and be able to like look down and see your map, and then
Well, yeah, you've got it on the screen. You can look at your map
Yeah.
instead of having it take up real estate on the screen. That would be cool.
Except for then you're looking away from the action.
Yeah, that is true. So
It's like, where am I at? Oh,
well, I mean, like
Okay.
if you take it off of the HUD, I think it would be interesting to see. Just to be able to look down and see your map and then continue on with what
Right.
you're doing. The messed up part though is I can see a real issue with that because everybody's going to do this because they're not going to want to look
They're not
away too
used
far
to it.
from the screen, and then they're just going to bring it back and put it on the HUD anyway.
The next update.
Yeah.
the only thing I hope is if they upgrade the VR headset, let it be lighter.
Was it heavy?
The one I got for Black Friday, go figure, and I got it this time last week, so I caught it ahead of everyone else.
Oh,
It's heavy. Like you feel the pressure on the back of the head from the weight.
So it makes you feel like you want to go
A little bit.
just kind of
A little bit.
I need to come to your house.
I
and
think
play
it's.
with it.
I think they said somewhere.
Yeah,
play
it's
Skyrim.
I saw like a compiled VR headset review thing. I was like, this is absolutely the heaviest VR headset on the market after I done bought it. And I'm like, that explains the headache. All that weight right there. And it's like,
I mean, there's a lot of things they could fix, they could make better, and I'm interested to see what they're going to do. Now, there was also a rumor going around that the PS5 was actually going to work with Spotify as well, and
It
you're going to
already
be able
does.
to. Well, like the Grand Theft Auto 6, they were talking about instead of having the radio stations, you're going to have your own personalized Spotify music
Oh,
on the
cool. No,
vehicles.
that'd be nice.
That
So
would
when
be
you
cool.
hop in, your friend hops in the car with you, he's listening to your music that you want to hear.
No, that'd be cool.
And it's not, hold on, let me change the station. It's more of just boom.
They still need the screwed up commercials.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah.
think that would be a
Do you
little.
suffer from dry mouth? I for thou.
My brother could
City.
tell you the individual's name, but they're really funny. I don't know why he learns these DJs' names in the games, but he does. And there's some pretty funny DJs on Grand Theft Auto. So I'm curious to see if they're going to bring that out. How are they going to do that? Is there
Right.
just going to be stupid commercials in between? No DJs. Just
I like
just
the stupid
music?
commercials.
Yeah, they add that. Well, that stupidity
Yeah.
to the game, and it just makes it really entertaining.
Especially the fake movie commercials.
Yeah, actually, I like to go to the
Knife
movie
after
theaters
dark.
too on GTA. That's a lot of fun.
I haven't played much since Vice City.
I mean, do you think that they'll? What about the 4K? How do you feel about that? I mean,
It's not necessary.
far
I can't
as-
afford a 4K monitor.
Well,
can't
now at the same time, if they actually adapt the headset, the VR set for that, it'll be
that would
awesome.
make it work. That would make it
Yeah.
work.
Because I mean, something I noticed with mine, even for the 4, is if you know what you're doing and you know how it works, you could set it up and not even need a TV. That could literally be your monitor. I mean,
Yeah.
Black Friday this year, you got the Spider-Man bundle for $200. You got the VR for $250, which meant for $450, you actually under 500 taxes and all, you just had your own personal media center. I
What
mean,
else can you do with the VR system?
play games, watch YouTube, Funimation, etc. It does kind of like a TV projection.
When we get done, you're gonna have to
Huge
explain
thing.
what the etc. part is.
Yeah, y'all just gonna have to come to the house later.
you'll have to watch the last.
The west
video
side of
where
town, come on to the house. You can chill and play.
some hub. But anyway, I mean, do you think it's real? Do you think this is fake? Do you think somebody's just trying to get some attention on Reddit? Let us know down in the description below what you think is really going on with this, because part of me wants to believe it, and the other part of me just thinks that this is a bunch of nonsense, really.
For them
But
to
you know what,
skip
a rumor-
E3, has to be
Yeah.
something going on.
But you know what rumor is true?
Yeah.
Time for the next story.
Yeah. Actually, this story I'm very happy to do. I'm very excited to do, really. We're actually, I don't want to say teamed up, but we're assisting another YouTuber named Jeremy from The Quartering. And
Jeremy's Little Helpers.
Excellent show.
Yeah, I guess we are Jeremy's
Little helpers.
Ourselves.
Yeah, we are his elves for this one. By the time you see this on Monday, you've still got some time. He said he was going to be doing this for about a week, and it is a charity for Toys for Tots. Now, we love Toys for Tots here at JAK Productions. It's just all around a great charity.
Yeah.
I mean, could you imagine waking up at the age of like 6 or 7 and not having any Christmas gifts under the tree? That would just
make you grow to hate the world.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, a little bit.
I mean, my mom was a single parent, and we never woke up.
Never did without.
Yeah, never did without. So
we wasn't exactly financially,
Yeah.
well when I was a kid, and it was still. I never knew what a Christmas was like, but my dad did.
Yeah.
And I think Toys for Tots may have helped
Really.
with him when he was a kid too.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it just shows how long it's been around. It's been around since 1947. They didn't fully go national until 1948. The first basket they actually put out was actually in front of Warner Bros. Studios. Could you imagine just walking by a studio and seeing just a random basket for a charity you've never heard of?
It's kind of ironic considering their logo was drawn by Disney.
Yeah. Oh my God. I mean,
I didn't even think about that before.
Yeah, it shows that all these companies came together to really make this charity.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually run by the U.S. Marine Corps Reserve, and it was actually created by Major Bill Hendricks. I screw that up every time. It's Hendricks, and it was actually done in L.A. in California. All in all, this is a wonderful charity. It actually is a real mission now.
Right,
Since
it's the official
2006.
mission
It is
for the reserve.
Yeah, it is an
Marines.
official mission for the
Yeah.
for the reserves.
And sadly, they are hurting now because
Toys R Us.
their biggest one, Toys R Us, that helped them is
And the other.
gone. And then
And that's
Sears,
Sears.
which was another big one of theirs,
Sears is floundering.
Yeah.
Sears is dying.
They're-
I mean,
hanging
the only
on
one
by a
anywhere
thread.
near here officially announced this spring they're closing now.
Wow.
So the only ones you're even going to have left are like the personal owned mom and pop ones. That's it.
Maybe
mean-
they should do a deal with Amazon.
Maybe.
They've already made deals with Lowe's with Craftsman.
Wow.
Craftsman's gone. They're Lowe's.
Wow.
Go to Lowe's, walk in, Craftsman.
I'm talking about Toys for Tots.
Oh,
Yeah, do a deal with Amazon. Amazon, maybe Walmart, Target,
Yeah. That'd
Yeah.
be cool.
because they sell toys.
Target's part of Sears.
So
Or is that Kmart? Kmart's part of Sears.
Kmart is part of Sears.
Yeah. So yeah, Target maybe.
Yeah.
So anyway, the person who's actually doing this, if you haven't checked out his channel, you need to definitely go do that. What he's basically doing is he has decided to do a little countdown for basically an entire week. He started by donating $5,000 of his own money to the charity, which is just all around awesome. Speaking of which, Jeremy, thank you for allowing us to do this and
Help spread the word.
Yeah, help spread the word for Toys for Tots. It's just an awesome situation. I actually contacted him yesterday, and I was kind of nervous, sending him that tweet, and he just goes, "Sure, no problem." I mean, just really lax about it, and that was awesome. I mean, I kind of went a little girlish there for a minute. I was like, "Oh, he talked
He's
to me."
famous and we're not.
Yeah, so it kind of gave that feel for a minute, but I mean,
$250,000 versus less than a quarter.
I mean, we're
Less than 2 dozen.
yeah. I mean, we're really a small channel, so we're trying to get the information out there, but we can only spread so far. By the way, if you haven't checked out his channel, I strongly suggest you go and subscribe. I think he does videos every single day, I want to say, except for weekends. I think he does.
I think he does videos every day, or at least every other day.
I'm so sporadic with YouTube.
I am
Made me
too,
laugh.
so it's really hard to keep up.
I like to, like all the people I subscribe to, I like to let it build up
Yeah.
and then binge watch them.
Yeah.
I'm not that bad.
Well, one of the things that you can do to actually make sure that your donation gets recognized. Speaking of which, actually, I didn't talk about how can you donate. So first, you need to go to www.toysfortots.org, and you can donate there. Take a simple little screenshot or whatever you have to do, and then you can contact Jeremy and tell him how much that you actually donated. To contact Jeremy is thequartering@gmail.com. Please do this because, I mean, this is really, it's really hard for me to picture a Christmas without
Well,
it.
Yeah.
and then for people that don't want to donate monetarily,
Donate
on their
some toys.
website, they will actually show you their major pickup locations,
Yeah.
and you can go by and drop your stuff off. Yeah, the actual toys you want to donate off.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, I think they do ask, please new and unopened.
Yeah, new and
Yes.
unopened is what
Yeah,
they.
because they had to stop doing that because they didn't have time to go back and fix.
Well,
and
yeah.
As
all
long
that.
as I can remember, it's been new and unopened.
Yeah.
Because here in Mississippi, it was Jackson WLBT that had like
then-
hours and hours of long of a telethon.
And then also what I understand is you can actually go to the donation centers. If you have a location of your own, you can set
Right.
a donation spot up at that you can take to the main place. You can actually get the donation boxes to set up in places that let you do it. And then you can take that to the big hub.
Right.
Like if you live in part of Podunk, Mississippi, we do. I mean, Meridian, Jackson.
Meridian or Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And most places most local places, most places will have do what the news stations are doing. They'll have like little telethons bringing awareness.
Yeah.
If the handful of people that still watch local television.
I mean, it doesn't spread out as much as it should, which is why I really like the way that Jeremy is doing it, because he's doing it for the new generation, because that's where most people get their news
Reaching
nowadays.
out to fellow YouTubers.
Yeah,
The
he's
YouTubers and
asking other YouTubers. Speaking of which, if you're a YouTuber, this is something I strongly suggest. You can contact the Quartering or Jeremy at the Quartering at the same email address, I believe. Actually, I just kind of tweeted at him, which was dumb on my part. I should have just sent him an email. But so apologies, Jeremy. But yeah, I mean, this is really a cool idea. I appreciate it. I like the way he's going about doing it. He's keeping track at the same time.
Right.
I think he updates every day. I haven't seen an update yet since
that video.
yeah, since that video, but it's because I haven't had time to sit down and catch up on his videos yet. So he may have already started updating. I'm not entirely sure. By Monday, I'm sure he's probably updated. Definitely, donate and send a screenshot or something to Jeremy and let him know that you came from us. Also, go subscribe to the Quartering.
Yeah.
Great channel, cool stuff. Absolutely love it.
If you're a nerd and you're smart and informed, go to the Quartering.
Definitely. And then subscribe to us just because.
Him first, us second.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and go on to the next story.
All right. This one.
Da, da, da.
Oh,
So,
the thing that broke my heart a little.
yeah. On the Super Mario episode that we actually had the discussion about the new Super Mario movie, by the way, go check out that video. We actually talked about there may be more hitting the big screen by Nintendo, but we weren't entirely sure. Now, the creator of Castlevania, I couldn't remember his name in the video, and I screwed that up, and I do apologize for that, and I'm going to fix that now. His name is Adi Shankar. It is a difficult name for me to say.
He seems like a difficult person.
Yeah, especially if you saw his interview with IGN. But he's actually well known for doing the Castlevania series on Netflix, doing Dread back in 2012, and doing The Gray back in 2011 with Liam Neeson. So
Liam Neeson Fights Wolves.
yes,
He did that one. Okay.
Yeah,
This guy's just got some more street cred with me.
Well, I mean,
I can overlook the oddness.
Well, see, I had seen, panels with him before at like, Comic-Con and things like that. I'd seen him do stuff like that before. And he'd come out with like a lip ring and that'd be about it. But the IGN interview that he did, he came out with his face painted and he looked like just...
Star Child from Kiss.
He looked like a rejected member from Kiss. Is what he looked like to
Star
me.
Child's little brother.
I wish
that
I'd
wanted
have had
to
a
be
chance to actually watch it now.
I'll have to show it to you.
It sounds like it was a train wreck.
If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's about like a minute 37, and he literally walks out at the end. It just kind of blew my mind.
He says what he wants to do. He's take it or leave it. Speculate all you want. Takes off the mic and walks out.
Yeah, I mean, he just kind of leaves it out into the open for you to speculate anything. And, I mean, some of the things that he actually dropped was pretty good. First of all, season 3 of Castlevania honestly was green-lighted, so that's really good. And I've actually started on season 2 now.
I've actually got to start on season 2.
You as well?
I'm like 3 episodes in on season 1.
Okay, so you've got a little bit in there. So you see what he is capable of.
Right.
Basically, he was quoted saying, let's see here. I acquired these rights myself, so the jabronis at Hollywood don't fuck this one up too. Now, the rights that he acquired was Devil May Cry, and I'm not sure what he meant by 2. I mean, is he talking like, The Last Airbender?
Any type of video game or anime property that Hollywood gets a hold of,
from a Dragon Ball fan,
they do bad things to it, and that property then has to show the
Dragon Ball didn't happen
where that studio touched them.
No, Dragon Ball did live action.
He's talking about, quit talking over me. He's talking about what Hollywood usually does, always does, to any type of beloved property, anime, video game, or whatever.
Yeah.
And they do this property in such a way that property then has to show the judge on the teddy bear where that studio touched them.
That's all I heard was, and that's where they touched him.
It's a long, drawn-out way of saying...
What?
It's a long, drawn-out way of saying they fucked it up.
Well, I mean, how do you feel about him having hold of probably, definitely a beloved series by gamers?
Well, he's odd enough that he completely gets what the series is.
Well, I mean, one of the thing that he actually dropped that was supposedly a big bomb was what he is calling a bootleg multiverse, that apparently Castlevania and DMC are somehow connected.
So a crossover?
Maybe. It's not. He doesn't state exactly what.
Like a cameo crossover universe?
Or like there's references to one another or something.
Straight up merger,
something.
maybe?
I don't know.
This is what it's like when worlds collide.
Now that's stuck in my head.
Thank you.
I mean,
you're welcome.
He actually did give thanks to the fans. He basically said that because of Castlevania is the reason he's able to do this kind of stuff. I have to agree with him. Castlevania was pretty good. I mean, from what I've seen thus far, I love it. I mean, it's just all around a great series.
If they do as good on Devil May Cry as they have Castlevania from what I've seen, I think it'll be good. Of course, this is not the first time someone's made a Devil May Cry animated series, but it's the first time here. There was actually a Devil May Cry anime back in the day. But it was one of those that when they were forcing them out back in the 90s that you wound up with this one, then this one, then this one, then this one, then this one.
Freak of the week.
Then you wound the little bitty ones way down here buried on bottom that most people never heard of. And that one, since the game was still new, got buried. But I have actually seen it once or twice popping up. I've just never actually sat down and watched
Well, another thing is he said that he's not entirely sure. We're not entirely sure if it's going to be on Netflix or not. So that makes me really wonder what streaming app is it actually going to be on, because obviously it's going to be a streaming app. It's got to be. So I want to say maybe he's teaming up with Netflix to do this.
That's everything I'm saying is probably.
Well, I mean,
Netflix is hot right now.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if it's a bootleg multiverse, if they're doing the same thing like they did with Devil May Cry, Daredevil and Luke Cage and Iron Fist and the Punisher, if they're trying to combine them together, is he going to try to do the same thing again, only with DMC and Castlevania? Are they going to fight each other? Like, there's just so many questions that are left unanswered that I'm really curious about. I'm not entirely sure how to feel about this. I don't know why he showed up like a retarded wrestler. I don't know why he decided to leave. And on top of it all, I don't know why Tom didn't grab him at the end of the interview. And if you haven't seen the video, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's one of those things that it's...
Because Tom didn't want to get sued.
He's like, dude, he showed up in face paint. You want
Mystery
me to grab him?
You want someone to grab somebody that looks like that? Get a bouncer. Get someone who's had lots of blood in their teeth and did it for a living.
Yeah, like we did.
Like we did. I would have grabbed him.
Just tackled him.
Bam! Sue me. What you gonna
get? I ain't got nothing for you to take. I don't know. I think it's going to be good, obviously. I mean, he's got the reputation from Castlevania, and he's bouncing right off of it. So I kind of feel like it's going to be difficult for him to screw this up if he is a true blue fan. I mean, we don't know. We don't live in his lives. We're not sure. It's just
we're not inside his brain.
We're not there with him. So, who knows? He may be a serious fan. He may not be. But I'm sure as hell we're going to find out.
That's rain.
It's rain.
It's raining.
Good job.
It's
time for the outro. Yeah. No, it's time for the outro. Hey, everybody. Yeah.
Hey!
Bad take!
We do single takes. There's no such thing
Yeah.
as a bad take. Now, come on.
All right. Well, I'm Kyle the Irishman Morrow,
Alex Fatman Gregory.
James Papa Fuzzy Leach.
and together we are JAK. You've been watching Nobody's Listening, and we are totally professional.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Go check out the quartering. Oh, hey, by the way, go and help out PewDiePie.
Yeah.
We want to take his throne, but we don't want T-Series to have it. We want it. We're coming for you, pubes. Pubes?
Pubes.
Pubes.
We
I
want
said
you-
pubes. You said pubes. Here, take your bread tie. You're causing problems. Anyway, thanks, guys. We love you.
Peace.